what am I going to call this show? I don't know. Oh, I'll come up with a name later. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Kyle. Big Kylehuna, as they call me. Nobody calls me that. I do. So that's one. Look around. It's a new thing I'm gonna try out. Filming it with a cell phone, of course, like I always do, and using the cell phone audio, so it probably sounds pretty bad. But hey, what are you gonna do about it? Right? It's not like I can spend any money or something. We're just gonna get right into it. I don't know what the show is gonna be called. I'm gonna put some kooky placeholder in the title, and maybe it'll be good, and maybe I'll get rid of it. Who knows? Christopher Robin trailer talk. Basically, start each of the shows out with a little segment, trailer talk. I'm going to talk about a new movie that's coming out. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad, but we'll see. How did the trailer hit in this this noggin here? Let's find out. Basically, this trailer starts out with Christopher Robin in miniature form, like we're used to, with real life stuffed animals, Winnie the Pooh specifically. They're no longer cartoon. They're made to look like real animals. I still think that it's animated in some degrees, like them talking and whatever. Unless they got real life talking stuffed animals, in which case, why are we making a movie? You gotta take that shit to NASA. Starts out, Christopher Robin says to the Pooh, after he exclaims that he's worried Christopher Robin's gonna forget about him, he says, "You silly old bear. I will never forget about you, not even when I'm 100 years old." Why are you calling him a silly old bear? He's clearly having a rough day. He's worried that his childhood friend, his only human friend besides the other animals, is just going to forget about him. And that's how he responds. "So you stupid animal. I'm never going to forget. Not even in 1,000,000 years would I ever forget." Boom! Next scene, he's an adult and he's clearly forgotten. And he's maybe like 35, 40, maybe 45, but he definitely has not even hit the halfway mark in between 100, which is 50. So yeah, Christopher Robin is an old fart now, and he's worried about his job and his family and going to a cottage, and his boss is giving him the old spank and telling him, "You got work to do, bud. Sorry, you can't have a family, you can't have fun with them, you gotta go to work." So he's telling his wife who hates him and his kid who's like crying and whining about stuff, "I'm sorry guys, I can't go to the cottage. I gotta work for whatever job my job is." So he's all depressed and he's sitting in a park and he's saying, what to do? And none other than Winnie the Pooh pokes his little yellowy head up behind him and says, "What to do?" "Winnie the Pooh, what the hell are you doing here, buddy, in this park? I forgot about you, even though I said I wasn't gonna." Winnie's friends are dead, and Pooh, he just can't find them anywhere, and he needs help with from Christopher Robin to go and find his friends. And Christopher Robin's losing his frickin' marbles at why this tree is here. And Winnie the Pooh hits him with, "I guess it just needs to be where it needs to be, baby." And Christopher Robin hits him with another "silly old bear," or whatever. He just says that explanation is silly. He loves calling this bear silly in a time of grief or excitement. Boom, you're an idiot because you're worried I'm gonna forget about you. Boom, silly idiot. And now, the second time, "Hey, this tree is here because you need my help." Boom, too bad, you're an idiot. So they go into the tree, of course. Christopher Robin had just finished telling his family about how he can't go to the cottage because of work. And now he's in this magical tree land with his stuffed animal. Stuffed animal, family. Stuffed animal wins, I guess, to go and look for his dead friends. But they're not dead because as soon as he goes in, Eeyore is right there in the river. Right there. So did Winnie lie to him or something? Because they go through, cross a bridge, and there's Eeyore going all depressed because that's what he's like, floating through the river. "Christopher Robin, you've come back to play," or whatever. And Christopher Robin's like, "Eeyore's gonna drown in there, man!" And he jumps in, and it's up to his ankle, and it's a funny, everybody laughs. So yeah, after he finds Eeyore, they're exploring through the rest of the woods, and Pooh is like, "Well, I always try to find where I'm going by walking away from where I've been." That's a good message for the kids that'll be watching this movie. That's how you get a little kid dead skeleton in the woods 10 weeks later when the cops finally come across him. And he's halfway lodged into a tree trying to get to Winnie the Pooh because Winnie the Pooh told him, just keep walking, you'll be fine. Silly old bear. Cut forward a bit, and all the friends are chilling on the picnic bench, having a grand old time. Tigger's there, everybody's having fun. And Christopher Robin just decides, okay guys, I've had enough of this. I'm a freaking grown man. I gotta go back, get to work. So he leaves, and Winnie takes that as Christopher Robin needs to be saved. So they all jam through into the real world, and now the stuffed animals are wreaking havoc on London, England. And there's literally a scene of a car halting to a stop, almost killing another car full of a family because the stuffed animals are jumping on the windshield like, where's Christopher? And there he is in the car, and he's like, Piglet, Winnie. Meanwhile, they're running over like a whole family. Anyway, I'm going to definitely check the movie out, and you should too. I don't know when it's released. I don't care. Tweet Breakdown. It's another segment we're going to do. I go on Twitter and look at, I guess, one of my own tweets. Maybe I'll do a different tweet in the future because I don't have many tweets, and most of them are bad. But that's sort of the point, I guess. So here we go. If you meet eyes, this is a tweet by me. It had 2 retweets and 5 likes, which is pretty good for me. I mean, 1 retweet is like better than 60% of what I do. If you meet eyes with the driver next to you at a red light, you legally have to Tokyo Drift them. Tokyo Drift, of course, being the 3rd installment of the Fast and Furious franchise, which is a big meme for me. I'm always talking about Vin Diesel, because who's not, right? Anytime any car-related thing is happening, Vin Diesel for a quick laugh. If you've ever been stopped at a red light and met eyes with the driver next to you, you know that there's a chemical connection going on there. You flash their car up and down a little, you're checking them out, and they're checking your car out. You know when that light goes green, if you're not dangerously flooring it through that light so that you can get ahead of them and be like, yeah, my car is faster, my like old man sedan, and your whatever you're driving, half the time it's just like a Honda Civic or something, I'm faster. So we're racing now, it's Tokyo Drift. Good tweet, everybody. We did good. Next segment, Little Thoughts with Big Kylehuna. So in this segment, I just bring up a thought that I've had maybe in the past week, something that has sparked some interest, and I share it with you guys, and you tell me what you think in the comments below. Strip clubs. It's a good segue, children's movie, to a random tweet. To strip clubs, of course. Kids and adults, we hit all ages here on this show. I was unaware until maybe a week or 2 ago after my friend told me. The people, the strippers in strip clubs, are completely naked. That leads me to one question, and one question only, really. Am I going to get poop on me? Because, okay, think, for example, of a dog. And now I know a dog and a stripper are quite different. But, like, if you own a dog, you might have had 1 or 2 times where the dog kind of rubs his butt up against you. You look down at your pants, maybe there's a poop streak on your pants. Because the dog doesn't... Well, I guess dogs don't wipe their butts. And hopefully a stripper would, so. Also, they're not rubbing their bare butthole. I guess, yeah, scrap it. You're not going to get poop on you. Go ahead, go to a strip club, have some fun. The advice column. Of course, my favorite segment. This is where I read some of the questions that you've sent into the show. And I give my advice to you, the viewer. Because you reached out to me and you want some advice, so of course. Let's open it up. There's nothing, because this is the first episode. Nobody knows about this. As of right now, how many subscribers do I have? Like 29 or yeah. I'm pretending that I don't know the exact number, but it's literally exactly 29. So there are no questions, no advice to give, and the show's over. So yeah, if you'd like answers to your questions, you can send them in at bigkylehuna@gmail.com. I'll put that up somewhere. Or you can comment a question below on the YouTube video, this one, and hey, if I like it, I'll put a little picture up in the next episode. I'll answer a question, give you a little one of those. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the show, guys. I really had a fun time making it. Thinking I'm gonna make a couple more, unless of course this all goes to shit. Then you won't be seeing me anymore at all, because I'll be off in Treeland with Eeyore, drowning in a river.